Over the past week or so, I've been doing lots of tours of my base, and people have been asking to see my base, and so I thought, well, let me just make a video of my base. Maybe that'll make it easier. So anyway, this is not my base, but it's something that I built recently. This is a windmill. It was inspired by, we had some Dutch players that have been playing on our server, and my friend Holger, he also helped me give me some direction for building this, and I think it turned out rather nice. My original base was actually down here, and in that little hole back there where you can see by those crocodiles. But they moved in, I moved out, and well, the rest is history. Actually, I needed a bigger place, and so I built this place. Actually, let me just show it to you real quick. This is based off of the San Diego, California temple uh, from my church, and I think it turned out also pretty nice. It looks really good at nighttime too. Actually, let me just go ahead and make it nighttime and you can see what I mean. So let's just, there we go. So it lights up pretty nicely. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you inside of my base here. So these doors are operated with the Create mod, and you can see they go up and down, and I'll show that to you later on. Whoops, maybe I need to make a bigger delay on that. And we'll start off by coming over here to my tree farm. This is a pretty basic early game thing you can make. This is actually a, kind of a big one. It's just powered by that single windmill, and it's producing dark oak, as you can see. It produces a lot of dark oak. I actually have over 100,000 logs right now, and I use these to power my furnace engines. So once it gets, it goes around and harvests everything, and let's just see if that takes a minute or so. And what'll happen is it'll dock up to this right here. They'll connect and it'll send things down the chute and go into the barrel, which will go into my refined storage system, which exports out into the where the furnace engines are. I could actually just go directly to it, but yeah, I went through the refined storage. Okay, there we go. So you're going to see in just a second here. Must be another log in the way. Yeah, there is. Okay, so as soon as, there you go, you can see, and now it's actually transferring everything to the inventory. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. And let's go. These are, you can see I've got some animals here. I've got my own baby crocodile. I think my baby, yeah, I've got a croc here, baby croc in here, and a couple pandas, and a few other animals. But let's go ahead and go down to see my shop. So let's go ahead and continue, and we're going to go down. And this is coming into the main part of my shop. So first of all, I'm going to show you my spawner. People like to see that. And it's going to make a bunch of blazes here. Well, what I want to do is I want to turn on my fan. It's going to suck, there's a nozzle in there from Create again, and it sucks them all into the middle there. Then I turn on my blades, or my knives, or my swords, I guess, that are all attached to those deployers, and they pulse. How it works is we've got an adjustable pulse repeater here that goes for 2 seconds, and then an adjustable repeater for 2 seconds. This is like this, except that this one just does a pulse. This one actually will do a 2-second delay plus a 2-second pulse, which is kind of nice. And I found that works really well for killing these guys off. So let me go ahead and turn this off. And then once they're all gone, anytime now, and we'll go ahead and turn off the fan, because if I don't turn off the fan, I'll get sucked right in because I want to go inside and just show that to you. And you can see there's all the blaze rods. They will get sucked down into those chutes. Again, the nozzle, the deployers. Oh, by the way, with deployers, if you have deployers on your base, you need, and you have it in its chunk, you have claim chunks with FTB chunks. You need to make sure that you set the deployers as a fake player. Very, very important. Otherwise, they just won't work. Okay, this is my main shop right here. And while I'm here, so I'm gonna do a demo here in a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and grab a half a stack of those. And we're going to make, first thing we want to do is we're going to make some andesite alloy. I've got some andesite coming out of this barrel here, coming down this conveyor, some zinc nuggets coming out there, going into the mixer. Just go ahead and turn the mixer on, and you can see it's spitting out andesite alloy and coming over here into and creating that. Now this setup can also burn coal and also burn blaze cakes depending on what you're making. So right now I don't need to burn anything to make andesite alloy, so let me go ahead and shut that off. Okay, here's our next one here, and let's go ahead and I usually like to have these machines shut off, and I use, just so that you can see with the redstone links, anything I use for the key, I use here I'm actually using 2 mechanical presses as, you know, for the key, because they have to be unique. So let's go ahead and turn that on. You're going to see the conveyor belt is going, they're going to pull it out, they're going to get pressed, and that's an entire stack being made into some iron sheets. Our next station over here is the, let me just grab a stack of iron, is our crusher. I'm going to go ahead and throw a stack in, turn this puppy on. You'll see the stack of iron go up. It's going to go into the crushers. You can see the animation of it being crushed. It's going to come out here, go into this barrel, and then when I turn on the washer here, you're going to see it's going to come down, and it's going to be converted from iron chunks into iron nuggets. From iron nuggets, it goes into this mechanical press here inside of a basin, and it gets made into iron ingots. From there, it outputs and comes down the conveyor belt, gets sucked, gets pulled into the storage drawer system. And yes, I do use compacting drawers, and I could actually do the compression here. As you can see, the numbers are going up as they get added. But the reason I do it this way is because it is frankly more fun to watch this. Okay, so that is my ore processing. Let me just go ahead and shut these machines off, because no sense. It's one way of conserving, of making your power last longer. Mind you, I've got so much power I really don't need to conserve, because I've got 6 furnace engines going over here. They're being run by that wood that's being sent down from the tree farm. We're at 113,000 logs. They get sent out this conveyor, get pulled down the chutes into the smart chutes, and they're set on a pulse so that every 1 minute, 19 seconds, and 3 ticks with a 3-tick pulse, it sucks in a log. Now, when that log is finished burning, it'll create a piece of coal and spit it out, and then it'll pull in another log as it needs it. This right here, you can see these units here are producing actually almost 1 million stress units, 933,888 stress units, and I'm only using 4%. I think I've got enough power to last me for a while. But I will be upgrading these and replacing the regular furnaces with a blast furnace. Now the blast furnace allows us to smelt metals and metal tools. It doesn't let us burn wood, so I have to set up an iron shovel factory so that it automatically makes those, and so I can actually, I'll end up doubling my power. So I will have like 1,000,008 stress units, like I really need it. Over here we've got, this is my trash can, because there isn't a trash can in the pack. So I've got some beet seeds I want to throw away. So I just push the button, the smart chute gets pulsed, and they're all gone. So it's kind of a nice way to throw things away without having to, to worry about things getting destroyed immediately. So, and then the next one I've got, let me just go ahead and grab, excuse me please. I'm going to grab a stack of sand. or two. And this right here is my combination um, smelter, cooker, and if you look down below there, you might be able, oh, I guess we can't see it, but there is water underneath there with fans blowing up, and that's a washer. So, but let me just go ahead, and right now I've got it set to the lava. Even the netherrack's always burning. That's no biggie. It's the fans that get turned on and off, and that's what determines what gets done. So let me go ahead and add a stack of sand here, and you can see the sand is coming out. It gets pulled down the conveyor belt, and it gets turned into glass. And then there's a fan underneath, blows them up the chute, and there we go. We've got our stack of glass all done that quick. So that works out kind of nice. Now all I gotta do is to turn off the dispensers. Will pull the lava back up, turn off the fans, and I can just go ahead and do something else. I decided to separate. I had it where the fans and the water or lava would get dispensed onto the netherrack, but I found it was better to get it all separated, and that way I don't accidentally make obsidian and stuff like that. So that's basically my shop right here. There are some other things I could show you. Actually, let's go to the nether. So I'm gonna use this charm here from Silent Gems, and I'm out in the middle of a lava lake in the nether. Now the neat thing with Create, if you're out in the middle of a lava lake, if you have 10,000 or more lava source blocks, you have an infinite lava source when you drop a hose pulley down into it. This whole system is powered entirely by this small windmill, and yes, there's a great breeze going on inside of here. And so it powers these pumps, and it comes down into the spout. And if I had some glass bottles, let me just go ahead and get a glass bottle here. And I made a custom recipe for doing, let's just grab a few of those. And there, and it automatically starts filling them. Now I can set this up with, as you can see, it's actually making dragon breath there. And so it just made 7 dragon's breath. So that's kind of fun. Let me just go ahead and put the rest of them there, let it keep going. This is these teleporters from Silent Gems are really nice because I just right click on them and they go to the linked item. This is up in the tower of my temple or my base, and this will take us back down to the main part of my base. Oh, let me show you how the those doors work, by the way. You might want to know what the bottom slide looks like. So that main front door we came in is all powered by this little water wheel right here. And here's the bottom side of the front door. We're using these sticky mechanical pistons with 4 chassis. And so if I push this button down here, it'll open the doors. You can see they come down and then they go back up again. Now, that's actually the delay is a little bit too fast on it. A little bit too fast. So let me go ahead and increase this. Oh, there should have been a delay in there. So I'll come back and fix that later. So anyway, that's a tour of my base. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I'll be making more. Thanks. Bye.